Siddharth Nath Singh is with us now. Can you tell us, Siddharth, the nature of your relationship with Sanjay Bhandari?
Barkha, if the children are going to the same school and they grow up together, parents bound to meet each other, and that's how I have known him and the family. And as far as the phone calls are concerned, let me answer straight away. It is absolutely too far away from the truth. I have looked at my own phone calls because one of the media reports made that I had made a 450 calls in a short duration, which means 3 months' time. Obviously, it is too far away, and I can't really say how many as such, but certainly it will not be more in a year or year and a half records. If you see, it will be definitely less than 50 or 40. So that's the phone call itself shows the relationship that I had, and the Congress is not doing nothing but trying to digress the entire issue, which you had broken yesterday, where an email trail has been found during the investigation that Robert Vadra is asking for certain fittings in a London house. And the person in question from London is asking over an email that we have not been paid. So obviously, if somebody is asking for a payment, I don't think Robert Vadra is into interior designing. That he's doing an interior designing of a house or fittings in the house in London for one of his clients. So I think Congress needs to answer for that rather than digressing the issue and saying that BJP is involved or Siddharth Nath Singh is involved.
But Siddharth, we're following the Robert Vadra story. We were the ones who broke it. So that's not what we're discussing right now. What I'm asking you is, you say that you can't really put an exact number of the phone calls you had with Bhandari. It may have been 50. But in what time period would these 50 phone calls be?
Barkha, since I've been away, I came to Varanasi and then in Allahabad. But I asked my office and they checked up on that particular number. It is less than about 40-45 calls. So I can't give the exact numbers because I haven't seen. But that's exactly what it is, and that should be the right way. And the period is about a year. I asked them to check from 2015 to 2016, April to April.
Right. But in what time period, I ask again? You're saying this period, but the number given to our reporter is 164 phone calls, Siddharth.
Well, I can't. Well, I don't think so. That could be correct. And that is what, over a year?
Yes, that's over a year. That's over a year. 164 phone calls over a year.
Well, I don't think so. It would be true, Barkha, because I know what kind of my relationship is. And certainly, that is the number of calls which I was told by my office, and I'm open about it. Anybody can look at my telephone records, or the Congress wants an investigation, let that investigation also happen.
Now, would you define Sanjay Bhandari to be a close family friend? How would you define the relationship?
No, Khabra.
You would not define him to be a close family friend, but let me say to you, he is a dubious arms dealer. He was raided by the Income Tax Department last month. He's being investigated for making 70 crore rupees through 35 shell companies. He was blacklisted, red flagged by the IB, asking the Defence Ministry to keep a distance from Bhandari. Did you not know all of this?
Well, I had no means to access any IB report or anything else. But till the raid happened, and that too also through the media. When it came in the media, I was in Cooch Behar and I came to know about. I was campaigning for in West Bengal election, and that's the time I came to know by somebody sending me a WhatsApp after it appeared in the media. So that came like a surprise to me.
But weren't you aware, Siddharth, of what he did? I mean, what did you think he did for a living?
No, I was not. No.
I mean, what did you think he did?
Well, since he was well-to-do, but yes, I did. Generally, you have a conversation, and conversation I had asked, I recall I had asked what type of business you have. He had mentioned he had brought in a lot of refineries into India, and that is where he made big money. So beyond that, I never thought about asking anything. But as a family, he said he has a homeopathic background. Bhandari Homeopaths has been his family background, family business. So beyond that, you don't need to ask anything, or you want to, there's no business transaction that I need to go into more details in that.
But isn't that very strange? Isn't it unusual to socialize with somebody, know their children, meet at each other's homes, but not know what they do professionally?
Well, you do meet. I think, Barkha, we meet a lot of people socially, but and we keep meeting them. And you know that he is in business or he is in government service or any other private service, but you don't get into many details about it. So that's where I was with him.
So you deny that you even knew that this person whom you knew very well, whose children you knew, was in the arms business?
Well, that is exactly what I am saying. That's what has been said. But and I also categorically deny that 450 calls I had made.
But what did you think Sanjay Bhandari did? I mean, he was clearly wealthy. I mean, how did you think he acquired his wealth?
Well, he mentioned to me that he had done, he built up 3-4 refineries in India, and that's exactly what I believed in.
The Congress has written to the CBI and the ED saying there should be probe against you. Are you ready for that?
Oh, I'll welcome that probe. I'm open about it. There's nothing to hide, and rather, it is a welcome step.
Do you regret having socialized and known Sanjay Bhandari, Siddharth? When was the last time you spoke to him? And given that what you know about him, do you regret knowing him?
Well, I will never say I regret knowing anybody. But certainly, all I can say is when I came to know, obviously I haven't got in touch with him, neither I wish to get in touch with him. And I can also say the other side has also not approached me for any help, which would be for obvious reasons. But that side, even if they had approached, I would have never offered any services.
But when was the
I have not approached after I came to know about it.
Okay, but when was the last time you spoke to him?
I don't recall very correctly, but certainly maybe about two months back or 3 months back. Because
have you spoken to him after the raids last month?
I do recall what he had just called. He had in fact called and had said to me, "How are you? We haven't met you. Where are you?" I said, "I'm busy in Bengal election." Yes. I said, "When I come back, we'll definitely catch up." He said, "Well, let's meet up whenever you are back. I just wanted to say hello."
And you deny any business and financial links with him?
Oh, absolutely. 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 Out of question.
It's out of question that there are any financial links, of course, that you're denying. But, I mean, you're saying you're ready for a probe, but you haven't spoken to him since after the raids. We will leave it there. Siddharth Nath saying thank you so much for talking to us. And that's it on the Buck Stops here. We'll keep a close eye on this exclusive report that is creating national ripples.